Vanderbilt finishes up this homestand against the Hilltoppers. And Carter delivers a fastball for ball one. Ball four, so a one-out base runner for Western Kentucky as Record goes to first. To the left side, it's Diaz taking the short way to Vastine, and that's all for Western Kentucky in the first.
And giving the senior the role in that cleanup spot.
Bradfield on the first pitch takes it the other way for a base hit. Vanderbilt's off to a good start in the first inning. Didn't take long. Number 51 on base.
Kind of get a little bit more momentum and a little kind of a running start into his steal, but
big leads for both. Toward right center field and down for extra bases. Hits up against the fence. Bradfield scores easily. Schreck is right behind him. Throw goes into third. It's a 2 RBI double for R.J. Austin. 2-0 Commodores.
You don't see that ball flight much from a freshman. I mean, he really stayed on it, had good backspin. I mean, at one or two hops the fence in the opposite field. And Tim Corbin was wheeling R.J. Schreck from bumbling all the way from first.
Bennett needs a strike with a runner at second. Can't get it. It's ball four inside to Nolan. Runners again at first and second for Matthew Polk. Pitch number 26 of this first inning. A swing and a miss, and Vanderbilt.
Kentucky as well.
Right side, it was right at Parker Nolan, who'll take it himself, one out.
To get a look at players as well. So Corb's always kind of better the community here in Nashville and surrounding areas.
Ty Bodicic has the first hit for Western Kentucky tonight.
Trying to find the zone, missing a lot of things arm side.
So Espinal try to help him out. Bounce to Vastine, should end the inning. Gets to the bag, ahead of the sliding Gilroy, and Western Kentucky is done in the second. Made it through just fine. 3-1 pitch to Bradfield. It's ball four. Enrique on for the second time. Down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Bradfield turns second. Tim Corbin waves him to the plate. Diaz has an RBI double. All three runs scoring on doubles with 2 outs, and the Commodores lead at 3-0.
I was watching Tim Corbin that whole time because that ball got in the corner, and I thought, okay, Bradfield definitely has an opportunity to score here. But a nice job by Diaz just roping it right down the left field line. And Tim Corbin, he's watching Bradfield, and he's also watching the play. And as Bradfield gets about halfway, I mean, that ball is getting ready to be thrown in, and Tim Corbin gave probably the most casual windmill sign I've ever seen.
R.J. Schreck waits. Close pitch. It's ball four. 2 on base for the cleanup man, Jack Bulger.
Really just going to be hunting that thing.
Hit to the right side. Played by Garcia. Right at the second base bag. He throws out Bulger to retire the side. And make it 10 out of 12 as he smacks a single to center. Takes a big turn. About a third of the way and puts on the brakes. 2 out knock for Polk. Vastine, bouncer off the shortstop Record, and everybody's safe. Fielding has been an issue for this Western Kentucky team. That name, I have a more complete list up here if we need it. Hit back up the middle off the bat of Espinal will bring in another run as Polk comes around to score. All 4 Vanderbilt runs with 2 outs as Espinal records RBI number 13, 4-0. Make it 5-0. So another run came around.
That was just heads-up baseball there by Vastine. A nice job of hitting right back up the middle. And you'll notice when Vastine rounds third base, the throw comes in, is not able to get picked by Record, the shortstop, and Vastine says, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take another run.
2-1 to number 51. On the ground to Garcia. Bradfield's out, but Vanderbilt came back with a fastball. He strikes out Liebert to begin the 5th. Good, playing second base in his freshman season. Bunt here by Garcia left side. It's going to be a tough play for Diaz, and wisely decides not to make a throw. Bunt single for Garcia with 2 outs. 2-ball, no strike count. Up the middle again. Easier play for Austin as he taps the bag. Grounds out on the first pitch, and here is Jonathan Vastine, who goes the opposite way for a 1-out single. That is ball 4 to Espinal. 2 on base and back to the top for Enrique Bradfield. Ball 4, Diaz with a good at bat. He fought off several pitches and draws a walk to load the bases for R.J. Schreck. Popped him up. This may be the end of the inning. Gilroy, foul territory. Stays in play, and he hung with it, made the catch to retire the side. 4-pitch walk to Vastine to begin the 7th, but it took it a while to get going. Once it has, it's been really good. 4-pitch walk to Diaz, put runners at first and second. Favorable count here. It's ball 4. Bases loaded for Bulger. Bulger down to third, smothered by the third baseman. Only play will be to first. He drew him off the bag. 1 run scores, and now it's Diaz coming around to score. That makes it 7-0 Vanderbilt on a ball hit down to third by Jack Bulger.
He kind of saw the thought process for Gilroy. Able to glove this thing. He thinks, oh, I'm going to try and get Diaz going to the force out at at third, coming from second. And by the time he realizes he's got to throw it across the diamond, he kind of rushes the throw.
There's R.J. Austin. Boy, that one really got away. The catcher Ross got back there quickly as Schreck thought better of coming down from third. Bulger does move up to second on an extremely wild pitch. Another one off the mitt. This one will bring in a run as Schreck slides in safely. That makes it 8-0 Vanderbilt with Bulger at third. Run rule situation here. I don't think it's going to happen this time. Big bouncer to Garcia. The Commodores are done in the 7th, but 0-2 again down the right field line. That'll be in there for a base hit. Schreck got to the ball quickly. Reckard will put on the brakes at first base. And that was nicely done by Schreck to hold him to a single. Ball 4, the first 2 have reached here in the 8th. As Garcia heads down to first. A lot of wind, and you got the turf infield and grass outfield. Fly ball, right field. Schreck tracks over and makes the catch. The runner, Reckard, tags from second and goes to third. So runners at the corners with 1 out. Great place to see a basketball game. 2-2 pitch. A rocket toward left field. Chases Polk back toward the warning track. Actually, new player in the game for the Commodores. That was J.D. Rogers making a terrific catch. But the runner at third tags as Reckard comes home to break up the shutout and make it 8-1.
It's fun to watch him behind the plate.
Bouncer to the right side, gloved by Nolan. Takes it to the base, and the Hilltoppers are done in the 8th. A run on 1 hit, winning games and getting the class work done. Anderson's 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Good start to the 9th as he strikes out Ross. 2-2 from Anderson. Ring him up, strike 3. Got him out with a fastball, 2 gone. 1 strike away. Pulled down to third. It's Diaz, it's Nolan, and it's a 12-game win streak for Vanderbilt as the Commodores defeat Western Kentucky 8-1. A lot of 2-out work early in the game as Vanderbilt took a 5-0 lead. Commodores used 5 pitchers and defeat Western Kentucky, starting to move into top 10 territory in win streaks, but this team continues to play really well.